This is Ndtv. And you're watching Ndtv Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Business Line. Lots of business news from Tamil Nadu this week. Just a few months ago, the state was a hotbed of workers' unrest. But now, as things cool down, it looks like Tamil Nadu has attracted quite a few new investors who are ready to take a bet on the state again. Madhu Bharti has this exclusive.
These scenes of striking workers are a thing of the past now, as Tamil Nadu is now set to position itself as a new investment destination of southern India, with leading players of India Inc. expected to invest a minimum of 5,000 crore rupees in the state. Sources in the state government tell Ndtv that companies like Videocon and Sterlite Industries are keen to invest about 1,500 crore each in setting up manufacturing units in the state. In fact, a leading tyre maker will soon finalize a 1,600 crore investment, while Suzlon, the world's fourth largest wind turbine maker, is eyeing a facility in Tamil Nadu. The state government will also establish an industrial corridor between Madurai and Sivagangai, with Tuticorin as a preferred port of supply. The state's industry secretary refused to comment on the specific information, but agreed to the incentives offered to attract high-profile investors.
Responsive and transparent government, number one. Number two is very disciplined and productive labor. And number three is our strategic location, because we are on the eastern coast and our neighbors, the neighbors of India on the eastern side and India, they are all very, very vibrant economies.
How have you dealt with land acquisition? Because all the industries that come in, be it an MNC or an Indian company, they need a lot of land. What do you do to those people how do you compensate these people?
In some way, those who have given land, they should be made a stakeholder. And so we kind of advise these companies that at least 10% of the jobs should be given to those people who have given the land.
The proposed industrial corridor between Madurai and Sivagangai is expected to employ 6,000 people directly, and more than twice may be employed indirectly. With other entrants like Michelin committing 4,000 crores and Mahindra & Mahindra pumping in 1,800 crores, Tamil Nadu seems to be the new sought-after investment destination. In Chennai, Madhu Bharati, Ndtv Profit.
Here's something that the India Inc. would like to hear again and again. Both the Finance Minister and the Cabinet Secretary emphasized that the government plans to stay with the physical stops floated to stimulate the economy, despite firm signs of a revival.
There are signs of revival in the economy, but Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee is not taking any chances. To keep the momentum going, he has planned to continue with the stimulus measures for some more time.
I have met on a number of occasions that the short-term stimulus would be unknown when recovery is firmly in sight.
The minister's policy take is also echoed by the top bureaucrat, the Cabinet Secretary. He says virtually all the ministries have urged the government to continue with the stimulus.
The general indication today is that the stimulus will continue this year. That has been the indication given by everybody.
That is this fiscal.
Also, let us not think that this stimulus is something that will be removed all at once, It's not going to be certain things we might want to retain.
Last week, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh had indicated next fiscal would be the right year to start timing an exit strategy, clearly showing the government is still edgy on growth numbers for the current financial year. In New Delhi, with Saurabh Jetli, Sapna Das, Ndtv Profit.
For the longest time, the stock markets in the country badgered the market regulators for longer market hours. And after SEBI allowed stock exchanges to extend the market trading hours, it looks like NSE is not ready to dive in yet. Here's a report.
It was always considered to be an ambitious plan to extend trading hours, despite approval from market regulator SEBI, and the broking community since then has opposed the plan tooth and nail. Finally, the National Stock Exchange who originally submitted the proposal, seems to have resigned to the fact that the plan may not be implemented.
We'll see, let the market consensus develop. No, this is not something that's urgent, nor is this something that has to be done tomorrow morning. So we'll let consensus develop. As I said, we don't have to do this.
A recent survey by the Association of National Stock Exchange Members of India shows that 62% of 395 member stockbrokers polled don't want trade timings to be extended. Primary reasons being increase in costs and lack of clarity on issues like settlement. Experts do not rule the fact that this extension may not come in at all.
Yes, we want to be aligned to the international markets. Is extending trading hours by a couple of hours here and there is going to make a difference? I don't think so. So I think this issue will not become, I think it will die down. I don't see any clear resolution.
When it comes to increasing trading hours at the stock exchange, NSE has been at the forefront of this proposal, and such comments coming from NSE show that the exchange has run into some sort of resistance from brokers and dealers. So as of now, it looks unlikely that the increasing trading hours will take place anytime soon. In Mumbai, Deepika Devakar Thaplayal, NDTV Profit.
A wrap of how markets performed this week. Take a look.
Continuing with its announcements on PSU divestments, the government announced further stake sales in PSU majors, SAIL and NMDC, which may fetch 30,000 crore rupees by the end of this fiscal. Reliance Industries in its annual general meeting this week unveiled growth strategies for the next 5 years, which would revolve around investments in oil and gas exploration, organized retail, renewable energy and rural transformation. Wind energy major Suzlon Energy raised 1,735 crore rupees through a sale of stake in its subsidiary Hansen Transmission. RBI's professional forecasters survey revised the profit growth projection for corporate India upwards to 10% from 7.5% for 2009-2010. The survey, however, reduced real GDP growth estimates by 0.50 percentage points to 6%. The Forbes India Rich List released towards the end of the week showed the number of Indian billionaires doubling to 52 this year. Mukesh Ambani of Reliance Industries topped the list with a $32 billion net worth. The Sensex closed the week with an over 1% gain at 17,021 points.
Join us on the other side of the break to get some advice on wealth management from an expert.